From tariffs to tankers, the U.S. China trade war continues to escalate. On Tuesday, the U.S. and China both started charging additional port fees on ocean shipping firms. And that move, everything from holiday toys to crude oil, making the high seas the next front in the trade war. It was only a matter of time. And just last week, remember, China announced a major expansion of its rare earths export controls. And U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to raise tariffs on Chinese goods to triple digits. But after the weekend, both sides sought to reassure the traders and investors, which was seen as cooperation between their negotiating teams. And for a brief period, it looked like they could find a way forward. But then the tit-for-tat moves started. China sanctioned the American units of a South Korean shipping giant and threatened further retaliatory measures on the industry as Beijing and Washington jockey for leverage in a way before expected trade talks. But really, China's moves escalating a long-standing dispute with America over maritime dominance. Both sides have already slapped special port fees on each other's vessels, while the U.S. has rallied allies, especially South Korea, to help it revive a moribund American shipbuilding industry. But this battle for dominance has implications for the global economy, as ships are responsible for moving more than 80% of the international trade. So in short, what this means is the broadening and expansion of the ongoing trade conflict. It's no longer just about tariffs or export controls, but which firms have the ability to operate in which markets. And if this continues, a lot more economic activity than shipping stands to be at risk, because shipping is just one point of contention here in the U.S.-China relationship. Remember, Beijing has also tightened export controls on rare earths, among other measures, while the U.S. has expanded curbs on China's access to chips and threatened the country with additional 100% tariffs. Even as officials from both sides have emphasized that they continue to talk, it's unclear whether they will actually be able to hash out a truce ahead of a summit where the two leaders of the two countries are expected to be speaking. One risk there for Xi Jinping is that China's latest measures on rare earths and shipping may prompt countries like South Korea to side with America in applying pressure on Beijing. For now, this trade war has locked both economies into a spiral of maritime taxation that risks distorting the entire global freight flows. While both Washington and Beijing say that the talks continue, these tit-for-tat measures showing there are still major obstacles. If the port fees, the sanctions, and the export controls continue, it could slow down trade, drive up the costs, and hit the one person who cannot escape it: you, the consumer. And that is why the U.S.-China trade war is not just about politics anymore. It's about every package, every shipment, and every dollar that crosses the globe. And as the next round of talks and the summit also is lying ahead, the world will be watching, because whoever gains the advantage when it comes to shipping may just set the rules for global trade for years to come.